Hey guys, welcome back to MD Cubing. I'm your host, MD Cuber. Today, I'm going to be doing, I guess, kind of like a mega 3x3 comparison of like newer hardware. So like any cube that would be relevant to like a speed cuber today, a cube you might use in like competition, or just something that would be fun to bring around that's like maiden worthy and that most people can purchase. Without further ado, let's begin. There are 22 3x3s that I am going to be comparing. So just to let you know, this is going to be kind of a longer video. I tend to like to make longer form content. So let's begin. I'll start with age, just like oldest puzzles and move forward. This is the Haumeng Rs3m from 2023. This is the ball core non-UV version, and this is a ball core UV version. They feel slightly different. I've had them since their launch and availability on the Cubicle. In total, to be fast, I recommend just the regular just a regular non-UV version. It breaks in and it's faster. This cube is showing its age though, but I do think it is still competition viable. I have been using it a lot just in my free time, and I really enjoy this puzzle, and I think it is still worth it. The next puzzle, I forgot to mention, it's even older than the Haumeng, is the Gain 12. I'll keep it quick and simple. I like this cube. It doesn't really fit my turning style, but I'd still use it. It is showing its age though, and I think you should buy it, but just to know there are better cubes that are cheaper. Another older cube that I forgot to mention, this is the Ball Core Rs3m 2022 or Super V1. It's a good cube. Nothing really negative to say about it, but again, it is showing its age. I think it's still really good though. For $19, you do get a ball core, and I think it's nice. So I recommend this puzzle if you're going for a cheaper alternative, although there are cubes that I will say are better. Rs3m V5. This is a good cube. No complaints. It's very fragile though, so just be careful. I have a couple of cracks on my other one that I've had to exchange. I've gotten it on this and just exchanged center caps. It is a fragile puzzle, but it is good, and I think it's better than the 22 or the Super version 1, but just be aware that it is fragile. Moyu Ferro-Feryo version 9 with 20 magnet ball core. This cube is really, really good. It's one of my mains still, and I think it's better than any cube I've shown up to this point, and I think you should buy it if you like kind of, it's weird to describe, stable but blocky cubes that give you a lot of feedback when you turn. Guhong Pro, this is a $19 puzzle, and I think it really serves me well. It's a Maglev version. I like this cube a lot. I think it's a really good cube, and for $19, you know what you're paying for. With 3 different versions for sizes and then 2 different versions for Maglev and Spring, I think this is really good, and if you're on a budget, this cube is really nice. Tornado version 3. This cube is pretty good. It's showing its age like other puzzles. I think there are better puzzles. Like I said, the version 9 I think is better than this cube. But it's not a bad puzzle. It's just that the breaking issues are cumbersome, annoying, and I think you can get better puzzles that won't give you as much anxiety when you're solving. I have had to replace the core for this puzzle, and it's gonna put you in debt if you are not careful. Moyu Ferro-Feryo version 10, Maglev version. I have the Maglev and the Spring components. I bought this Spring and then bought the Maglev components for it. It's a good cube. The Maglev is a little bit fast, but I think it's worth it. This was one of my longest mains. I've replaced the stickers like 3 times. I really enjoy this cube, and I think it feels really, really nice, and I would still use it in a competition today. Zanchi, this is a Zanchi Pro. I tend to go overboard when I purchase puzzles, so this one does have the magnetic center caps with the magnets inside. If you can see, they are reflective. This cube is pretty good, but I wouldn't recommend it over other puzzles. I think it's a cumbersome purchase that you have to do a lot of tinkering with, and it reminds me of the 14, and it's annoying to just fiddle with. I'd rather have a cube that I can just go and use right out of the box, make a few adjustments, and it'd be great. This cube took a long time to be good, and I'd argue if it is good. The Hudong, I don't really like this cube. I have used it a couple times, and my times haven't been that great. It's too unstable, really hard to, I guess, just kind of adjust, and I think there are a lot better cubes. I think for the price and what you get, it's a good cube, but I think it's not something I like. I think you have to be someone who likes flexible cubes. Like, I don't know, I think this is just too flexible and it kind of feels like a mess when I'm turning it, but it's not a bad cube, it's just not for me. The Moyu Haumeng TG, I think this cube is okay. I don't really like it, and I think there are a lot better cubes that are cheaper than this. I think this is a very acquired taste that a lot of people aren't going to enjoy, and I think you should avoid this puzzle. It's fun to turn, it's a novelty, but I think the main issue is that the tension settings are very limited. Anything above 3 for either tension or compression just doesn't work, and this cube is just annoying. You see, like, corner cutting is very bad, and it kind of reminds me of like a GAN XS, but like a bad GAN XS, and I don't really like it, so yeah. X-Men Tornado version 4 Pioneer and regular. The Pioneer was a cool experiment. I think it was kind of I think it was kind of bold for X-Man to put this, to make their flagship cube have this type of magnet adjustment system. I think it's interesting, but I don't think it's good. I think it's a novel feature, but not a good feature. I think the regular standard Tornado version 4 will suit you just fine if you like tornadoes, but I'm more of a Moyu guy myself, and I think this cube tends to overshoot and not perform as well as it turns or feels. Maybe buy this cube if you like the Tornado version 3. GAN 15 New Black and regular. I'm just gonna say it, when I got the GAN 15, I was not happy. This cube is a locky mess that kind of really annoys me, and it went almost, I think it went into my pile or section of cubes that I don't touch because how aggravating it is, and it's still a locky, horrible, loose mess. I don't like this cube. However, I love the New Black. I think the New Black is amazing. It's one of my new mains. I bring it to everywhere I go. It's always constantly in my backpack or in one of my pockets. I really enjoy this cube. I think this cube, because it has springs, it's more controllable, and the black internals are just very pretty. I also like it because I perform well in this cube. I got a 5 on this cube the other day, which is one of my best times ever. I average high 8, low 9. Or global, like mid to low 9. So this cube, it definitely lets me get my normal times for sure. And I definitely think you should get it, especially since it's the same price. I don't think there's any reason why you should purchase a regular 15 when you have a better alternative that is slower, more controllable, and more versatile. The MGC Beta. One of these is the spring version and the other one is a Maglev version. Just by turning them, I can tell which is which, and I'm gonna tell you the Maglev version is categorically better. When it comes out of the box, this one is the spring version. The Maglev version is a lot faster and a lot more enjoyable to turn, in my opinion. I think this cube has a tendency to be really like contrapositive. When you first get it, this is the spring version, I was right. Contrapositive, when you first get it, it's really fast and really enjoyable to turn, but after a couple days, it just slows down. And I've been throwing lube into this the spring version, and I haven't gotten it to a point where I've enjoyed it. However, the Maglev version is fast enough to the point where I like it, and with maintaining that speed, I think it performs really well. Like I said, I think it has a tendency to slow down. I think there's just a lot of friction inside of the pieces, but if you are going to purchase this cube, purchase the Maglev version and not the spring. The Ferro cores. This is an angstrom setup Ferro core, and this is just a regular Ferro core. My regular Ferro core is a cube that I've been in love with ever since I purchased it. I really enjoy it. I think it turns very well. It's a looser, I guess more flexy version 10 that reminds me of the V9, and the angstrom Ferro core just amplifies that feel. It's a really nice puzzle, and I think if you like the V10 and the V9, or some mix of them, I think you're going to really enjoy these puzzles. They are a little bit pricey, but for a modified puzzle that you can buy retail, I think it's worth it completely, and I think you should get them. Last but certainly not least, the Super Weiiilooooong version 2. These are crazy expensive puzzles that I think are really nice and really worth it if they weren't the price that they are. I think now that Moyu has realized that most people don't want to spend the ridiculous amount of money that they are priced at on the cubicle at $82, they lowered the price, which is really nice. However, I am going to say that I think you should get this cube but not from the Cubicle or Speed Cube Shop or any American retailer. Cube ZZ is where I bought both of these puzzles. One of them, this one being the Maglev, and this one being the spring version. I bought the Maglev version when it originally came out for $52 on Cube ZZ, and this version was $43 on Cube ZZ. This version, being the only spring version, is really nice, and I really like it. I think it turns really well. And then the regular Maglev I enjoy as well. I think you have to be really cautious about ordering from China now with the government changes. No comment, not going to make anything. No comments towards any political things, but it is going to be more expensive, I think. So if you see this video, order these puzzles now while you can, if they're still at the price that I stated they were at. I think they're worth it. I think they're great cubes. I think they turn really nice, and I think for the price that you can get them from China, if you can get them, I think they are amazing. I love these puzzles, and like I said, they turn great, and I bring both of them wherever I go, or at least one of them, and yeah, I really enjoy them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little long. I know my videos have been kind of cumbersome and tedious in the past because they've been so long and most people don't want to watch that. But I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you have a great day. So bye-bye. Take care.